Dockless bike shares and electric scooters are gaining popularity in the U.S. These modern modes of transportation that you can rent with apps are also causing controversy. At least 53 cities now operate bike share programs, and one more is launching in Chicago. The services are transforming the daily routine for many commuters, but also becoming a hassle for local governments. Kris Van Cleave is in Washington, one of the first cities to have what some critics call litter bikes. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. These scooters and bikes are likely a case of technology outpacing the laws, but they are zipping across cities coast to coast. And, they're inexpensive and they're aimed at the last mile or so of your commute. However, they are bringing out the worst in some people. You can see why the electric scooters and dockless bikes have earned the nickname litter bikes. People can and are leaving them just about anywhere. In the middle of a busy walkway on the National Mall, up a tree in Seattle, on the shoulder of a highway in Virginia, or in the water. This man was arrested after throwing one onto the tracks in front of a D.C. Metro train. What's the biggest challenge to operating in a city, in a dense city?
Educating the public on appropriate parking. Parking. We just need to remind people that they need to park these bikes as they would with any other responsible use product.
Maggie Gendron from Lime Bike, which operates in more than 50 cities, says riders tend to learn the proper etiquette quickly, and the technology is changing how people get around.
It's making movement for short distances more convenient and allowing people to not have to rely on a car to get around. 40% of our rides started and ended at other transit stops.
Riders find them with an app on their phone and can ride for as little as $1. The scooters can hit speeds of up to 15 miles an hour. Riders are encouraged to wear helmets, use bike lanes, and avoid pedestrian-filled sidewalks.
I really like the dockless ones. You can just drop off wherever and hopefully find one when you need one.
Most established bike share programs typically use docking stations. They can cost cities millions to install and maintain. The dockless bikes are privately owned, require no taxpayer dollars, and can be left anywhere.
I just hate when they're scattered all over the sidewalks.
In San Francisco, that's become a problem. While the city rolls out a permitting plan, cease and desist letters were sent to 3 companies, giving them until today to submit plans to satisfy state and local requirements. The companies say they will work with the city.
People are picking them up, riding them on the streets and sidewalks, impeding pedestrian traffic, and then parking them in the middle of the street, on the sidewalk, in doorways, really impeding people's progress in walking on the sidewalk or getting in and out of buildings, and it's just creating a real public nuisance.
Coronado, near San Diego, also deemed them a public nuisance.
They throw them on the ground. They've got the green ones and the orange ones, and it's basically litter.
After impounding at least 55 of the scooters, Austin, Texas passed an ordinance Friday fining companies without proper permits up to $200 per bike or scooter. But with riders, they are popular. In the nation's capital, 7 companies are offering dockless bikes or scooters. They are zipping around town with increasing frequency. The city says its test period has sparked tremendous feedback, most of it positive. John Ruiz is a fan.
My walk is about 16 to 17 minutes. On the scooter, I think it's like 6 to 8 minutes, so it's a lot faster.
The companies say they have technology in the app to identify people who are parking like jerks, and actually they say they can penalize those folks if fines become a reality. Now, the companies are also pledging to grow responsibly so they don't flood cities with these devices, pick them up every night, and in some cases they are sharing revenue with cities to increase infrastructure like bike lanes. John?
Kris, thanks. I'd like that app for people who park like jerks to go across all vehicles. One of the
Being a jerk app.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's an important app these days.